When it comes to being famous, we already know there is some hefty cash involved. Regardless of whether you're an adult or a kid, being famous is definitely connected to a nice paycheck at the end of the day. In fact, there are some famous kids who make more money in just a few days than what some make in years. Ugh, ain't that nice? We are thrilled to announce that your favorite list channel, The Richest, is hitting the diamond milestone of 10 million subscribers. Holy cow, that's more than the population of New York City. To celebrate this huge event, we want to give back to those who have made this incredible achievement possible. You know, you. We are hosting our first ever giveaway of 3 amazing prizes. Do you want to win a brand new iPad mini, a GoPro Hero 5, or an Apple Watch? All you have to do to participate in this competition is create a short 30-second video explaining why you love The Richest and which video you like the most. Upload the video to your channel with a hashtag in your title, hashtag TheRichest10Million. Copy and paste the text below in your description field, and boom, you are eligible to win one of our 3 super prizes. The most creative or popular videos will be handpicked by us on January 1st. Don't forget to share the video on all your social media. We will announce the 3 lucky winners in the first week of January, so make sure you tune in to hear if maybe you are the lucky winner. Best of luck, and don't forget, of course, to like, subscribe, and spread the word. Thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without you. Dakota Fanning. We're going to start low and work our way up. Let's talk about Dakota Fanning. Sure, she's not a kid anymore, but you can't argue that she wasn't incredibly popular when she was a child. There's no doubt that she is one of the most talented actresses out there. She started off really young because of her talent, and she has played her cards just right to where she is still a working actress today. She is constantly getting some sort of work, and it has all paid off. Her current net worth is about $16 million, but when she was younger and getting tons of work from War of the Worlds and Charlotte's Web, there is no doubt that Hollywood production companies were writing her some big ol' fat paychecks. As Dakota was making the big bucks, it seems that her parents treated her bank account well, and she was able to continue establishing herself as one of the most respected actresses in the business. Considering that a lot of child stars don't successfully make that transition, Dakota definitely shines brighter than the rest. Demi Lovato. Who says that famous kids have to stay in one genre of entertainment? It's not uncommon to see a child star go from a popular children's show to creating an amazing music career. Demi Lovato not only dominates the music world, but she also dominated the acting world thanks to her work with Disney. She was the face of the Camp Rock franchise, and starred in other Disney shows like Sunny with a Chance. Demi is one who has carefully planned out her career, and it has totally paid off. She now has a net worth of about $33 million. We know this might seem like a total shock considering that she's not even the most famous kid on the block. We mean that with all the love in the world, Demi, we promise. Being a famous kid definitely has its advantages, or more specifically, being a famous kid has its financial advantages. But it just shows that talent and the right connections can really go a long way. Thankfully, Demi still has a lot more to give to the world, so she will definitely be making her bank account grow more as the years go by. Shirley Temple. Hey, let's take a trip in our time machine and head back to the good old days where movies were just starting to get some color and the internet wasn't even a twinkle in our eyes. You could easily say that Shirley Temple was the original famous kid. Her adorable curls and dimples made her the most popular kid in Hollywood. You could even say that she and Judy Garland were always competing for similar roles. Did you know that there was actually some controversy over the fact that Shirley Temple wasn't cast as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz? Anyway, Shirley was not only the most popular kid in the entertainment business, but she was also making a lot of money. Even by the standards of the 1930s and 40s, in total, Shirley's net worth was believed to be between $30 to $35 million. However, she was also the owner of the incredible Blue Diamond, and that alone was worth another $35 million. So there's no telling what Shirley's net worth truly was. Her movies are still being watched to this day, and lots of modern-day kids are shocked when they find out she grew up. Frankie Muniz. Frankie Muniz was once known as one of Hollywood's most bankable teens. His leading role on Malcolm in the Middle secured him as one of the most popular kids in the entertainment business. People couldn't get enough of Frankie, and he was loved by all. Of course, with such popularity comes a very hefty paycheck. Frankie's net worth is about $40 million, and he has the assets to prove it. After his time on Malcolm was over, Frankie took a hiatus from Hollywood and became a race car driver. Because, well, when you have all that money, you can take time off to pursue your true passions in life. However, Frankie eventually got injured while driving, and then it was discovered that he was suffering from mini strokes and memory loss. In fact, the condition actually caused him to forget a good chunk of his time filming Malcolm in the Middle. Luckily, there's enough money in his bank account that he can take the time off he needs to focus on his health. He's recently made appearances on several shows, and he was even on Dancing with the Stars. Let's take a moment to shine that spotlight on one of you, our awesome viewers. Here's a great comment from Montgomery Sloan, who says, "Richest, you the best. You deserve an award for being such a good channel." Ha, shucks. Thanks, Montgomery. We're glad you're enjoying our videos. Thank you so much for letting us know and for stopping by. Selena Gomez. We know Selena Gomez for her time as a child actor on Disney's Wizards of Waverly Place, and how she was once the true love of Justin Bieber. But there is much more to her than meets the eye. For one, she's one of the richest famous kids around with a net worth of $50 million. Yep, that's what we said, $50 million. She is one of the most successful Disney child stars who ever made it after she became an adult. Did you know that Selena also produced the Netflix show 13 Reasons Why? So she's clearly making good business decisions with her career. When she was done with Disney, she went on to create an amazing music career that is still going strong to this day. But life in Selena's world isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Selena also suffers from an autoimmune disease, lupus. In fact, she recently had to have a kidney transplant. Thankfully, the transplant was a success and Selena is back to work and doing well. Having all that money from her acting and music career was definitely a plus. Emma Watson. Emma Watson whisked magically into our lives when she was cast as Hermione Granger in the epic Harry Potter movie franchise. The success of the movies alone was enough to make her not only one of the most popular kids in the world, but also one of the richest. Hey, that's a good name for a YouTube channel. Lulz. Okay, that was a bad joke, I'm sorry. Anyway, Emma landed one of the most coveted roles in cinematic and literary history, and that was enough to guarantee her a steady career in the entertainment business. Usually, someone that is cast in several movies playing the same character gets typecasted and is unable to find work after. But this was not the case for Emma. She made headlines when she was cast as Belle in the live-action remake of Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Well, you could say that she was typecast into playing a Booksmart kind of character, but yeah. She got to play a Disney princess. Emma is enjoying a net worth of about $70 million, so if you find yourself in her circle of friends, you don't have to feel bad if she picks up the tab for dinner. Daniel Radcliffe. Speaking of Harry Potter, let's talk about the big man himself. Playing the titular role of one of the most popular book series of all time is kind of a big deal. Not to mention, it's also a lot of pressure. Luckily, Daniel was paid handsomely for it. He is sitting on a fortune that is worth about $100 million. Since his time as the boy who lived, Daniel has been enjoying working on Broadway, as well as starring in various roles. Granted, some of his choices in roles might land him as a B-movie actor, but he's still Harry Potter. He will always be on the A-list. His net worth is one of the most impressive in the business. This means that he has enough money to choose whatever role he wants to play. If he wants to do a serious project, he can do so. If he wants to take on a weird movie project where he grows horns, he doesn't have anything to lose. It must be nice to be able to do that. Anyway, he's been trying to shed his good boy Harry Potter look for a while, even if it did write him a pretty nice paycheck. Miley Cyrus. Before you roll your eyes, hear us out, and you'll see why she's included on this list. Miley Cyrus got her big break as a kid when she landed the title role in the Disney Channel show Hannah Montana. In fact, her famous father, Billy Ray Cyrus, didn't contribute to her skyrocketing fame. Everyone wanted to be Miley, or at least friends with her. Of course, she did have a stage where she went a bit wild and her tongue was almost as famous as Gene Simmons. With all that she was doing, Miley seemed to be doing something right, though. For one, people were always talking about her. The media was always covering a story about her, and throughout the process, Miley was still making music. She was making about $15,000 per episode of Hannah Montana. Considering the number of seasons there were, Miley was already making big bucks. Her music career is also doing exceptionally well, giving her a net worth of about $200 million. That's right, Miley is one of the richest people in the world, and she has the pay stubs to show for it. Justin Bieber. Yeah, it was only a matter of time before you saw the one and only Justin Bieber on this list. Much to the delight of the Beliebers all over the world, when he first broke into the music scene in 2008 as a YouTube star, we all should have known right off the bat that Justin was destined for greatness. Sure, he has been making some pretty questionable life choices and doing some rather bizarre things with his fans, but that doesn't change the fact that he still has a net worth of over $200 $25 million. If you want to compare the paycheck for acting and being in the music business, it seems that music is a lot more profitable, at least for Bieber. If you're a devoted follower of Bieberology, then you know that he was already showing incredible talent at a young age when his mother was posting videos way back in the day. Talent certainly pays off, as Justin has pretty much an unlimited bank account to do with what he wants. So even if there are haters out there that dislike Justin, it is the singer that is laughing all the way to that fat bank account. Olsen Twins. From the time they were babies, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen were famous. They shared the role of Michelle Tanner on Full House, and producers saw big money in the twins. The girls even had their own brand of merchandise, from detective television shows, books, and even toys. In the 90s, everywhere you look, there was an Olsen twin. Did you catch that Full House reference? Anyway, it seems that this mass exposure and busy work for the twins at such a young age was enough to burn the two of them out pretty quickly. They were quick to take a step back from acting, and they ended up heading off to college. There, they made the transition from acting and entered into the fashion industry. The twins' combined net worth is $300 million, which is pretty darn impressive. This also makes them some of the richest famous kids that the world has ever known. The twins are more focused on business now than acting, even though fans are begging for them to make an appearance on Fuller House, the obvious sequel to the TV show that made them so famous from the start. What do you think of these famous kids? Talk to us in the comments. You just might find yourself featured in our next video and that comment shoutout. We got another great video coming up for you right now, so put your feet up and stick around. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and why not give this video a like? We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.